What's the feeling, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Jory Wood Show. But this episode's kind of just, I don't want to necessarily say it's a holiday episode, but it's a holiday episode. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the last episodes too, the last few. There's a ton of fucking birds outside right now, being menaces. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the last episode. Now, the other podcast was a little bit on the touchy subject, right? But the thing that I want to get into is I want to start writing and acting something out, like a skit and shit like that. But the skit is pretty hard to do by yourself. That takes a lot of editing, a lot of time and character shit like that, instead of just being able to record and, direct and shit quick and to the point. So my 10-minute script turns into 55 minutes because I have to go back and forth between me, move the camera just right, stand just right, put an X on the ground and move there, do this, do that. It's fun, don't get me wrong, but not very efficient just yet. I think I have to buy more equipment or something. When I get back from Nashville, I'm going to have a weird episode. I probably won't play Call of Duty. I don't know. I'll show you guys some Call of Duty because I tried playing it today. I played for maybe 2 hours. It went as good as you expected it to go. I'm lying. That's why that was hard to come out. The challenges for the fucking rocket launchers is to shoot down people's kill streaks. You have to shoot 3 of them down in one game. So you just sit there and fucking wait, and I hate that shit. But, so it's all boring. It's all boring stuff. That's why I don't want to show you guys that, because the videos have already been boring, except for the newest one that just came out, the snipers one. That one I got crazy. But I was happy with it. So next episode is going to be something weird. I'll probably play a bar game. Probably get something going in there. Probably play darts or something. Get a buddy over here, and I'll play against him. So I got a dartboard. I don't know if you guys know that or not. And a pool table. You can see it in my videos in the background. Oh, also, I keep saying this. I'm done betting. If I do not win tonight, I'm done betting. I shouldn't say I'll never bet again. Oh, it's just so tough. You miss by fucking 2 legs. It's the worst feeling in the world. 2 legs, maybe even just 1. I've lost by 1 before. It went from this. I bet on all. To simplify it, I bet 6 things. Bet on 6 things, 6 players, whatever. 5 of them hit, meaning like I was gonna get money, and the 6th one hit, I would have got all of my money. 6th one didn't hit, so I made another parlay with all 5 of those. Same ones, just with 5 yards more, and then them winning the game, and they were up by 20 points. None of them hit. They lost. They fumbled it twice, and the other team got the ball. How does that make any sense? I just wanted my money back. It was only for like $200 too. The other one was like $1,500, but... Those High Noon tequila seltzers are fucking good, boys. They are good. Speaking of this, though, this is a big bitch too. Anybody seen Landman with Billy Bob Thornton? Michelob Ultra, you're getting a reputation. I'll have a few videos recorded of Nashville and shit like that. Hopefully nice ones, not of me hammered drunk singing. I'll record a few nice videos and of bars and stuff like that. And maybe I'll put a collage in and you'll see. Make Chelsea work. But I'm trying to switch it up because I love the podcast style, but nobody wants to be on it and nobody wants to talk with me. And personally, I think I do pretty well bouncing off of people rather than just sitting here talking. Because every time I write a script of what I'm going to say, even talking points, it just feels artificial to me. It doesn't feel like I sat down and... I sat down and thought about what I was going to say. But as soon as I sit down and I read off from the script, it just feels like I'm monotoning it. I think that's the word I want to use. It feels like it's all monotone. Same shit, I'm just reading it instead of using my voice. And I want to be an actor. Isn't that stupid? How stupid is that? I low-key can't read very well. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. And I've been watching a lot of the old SNLs with Chevy Chase or Chevy or whatever you want to call him, and Dan Aykroyd and a few others. You guys know the first two, so their style of comedy is so different. Same thing with Steve Martin and Martin Short. All their comedy is so different. You don't see it anymore. Maybe you do. I'm trying to think because I watch a lot of shit and I don't see goofy assholes anymore. Like you could argue that Jim Carrey is a goofy asshole, but he's just naturally funny. They are too, but he's too goofy to be an asshole, if that makes sense. But the quick quips and shit like that is just not a thing anymore. Like if you watch SNL now, they're relying on Domingo so fucking hard. It's not even funny. I wouldn't recommend SNL to anybody. There might be 2 episodes. I won't say that. There might be 10 episodes total in the last 10 years that are actually fucking plausible and would be worth your watch. And I'm not saying I've seen every single episode. I'm saying I've seen what I had to see to understand that I don't want to fucking watch it anymore. And I talked about this a little bit in the last podcast, I should say, not last video, because I'm not sure which one you're going to see, if you're going to see 2 before this or whatever. So, in the podcast video that I just did, I talked about culture and movies, and not in depth, just very quickly and overview, because I was trying to get a point across without being too political and too, far right or far left or in the middle too much. Just, I needed everybody to understand what I was going through and what people around me were going through. So, I didn't want to get too political. So, I was trying to get into another conversation of how it affects the world now through culture, right? And movies is huge and TV shows are huge. And I'll die on this grave saying that if you teach your kids to not watch TV, to not watch movies, I'm not telling you how to parent your kids. I'm just saying that shit you can't teach your kid in an hour yourself. You just can't. A movie will stick with anybody forever. Love or hate it. If somebody brings up either an actor or what happened in it or anything like that, and it's a movie you hate, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I remember that movie. That movie sucked. Or if it's a movie you love, you're going to go off. You're just going to go off on a tangent and talk about that movie. And then it's going to lead into another movie that has a different kind of culture, but it's very similar into that movie. And the entertainment business was dying. It was dying. It still is probably dying if Disney doesn't get their shit together. Marvel doesn't get their shit together, which is technically Disney. But just all of these studios that are just writing garbage. Now, I'm not saying it's easy to write, because I've just told you that, when you write a script, it feels artificial or doesn't seem right, or trying to tell a story in a way that is congruent and makes sense, and congruent and fluid, it's a lot harder than you think. Making content is a lot harder than you think, I'm not very good at that game, that Call of Duty game, but I thought I was on track. You know, for somebody who works 12, 13 hours a day, 5 days a week, and then only has weekends to do anything, and I have to work on my house still, you can still see shit back there. It gets tough to be able to play because you need probably at least a week, full day, 8 hour, maybe 10 hour, 12 hour days on that game to fucking get just to diamond to get the next camo. I don't even remember what the next camo is. So what I'm saying is it's not easy to come up with anything like that, especially original nowadays. I'm not saying I could, but I've seen too many movies to write something. Because every now and then, when I'm writing, I'm like, oh, that's funny shit right there. And then I'm like, hold on. Sounds like it's from something. So I Google it, and it's from one of the most popular fucking movies in town. Not exact same joke or exact same delivery or exact same premise. I'm just saying it's the exact same thing. It feels like plagiarism when you're like, I just repeated the same joke in a different way. It feels like plagiarism. So I praise the stand-up comedians, dude. I said this in the last video. I don't know how you can sit there and write jokes, even if it takes you a year to write a hour-long skit. That's insane to me. Because I'm not really a one-liner guy, or I guess I could be, but I'm more of like a bounce off from people. And I can just rattle off whatever, and shit just comes to me, make fun of people, do something, not make fun of them, but something weird correlates with something else that's funny. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying, but that's what I want to get into. I want to get into the whole entertainment. And I'm trying my best here, but keeping up with the Joneses is a little harder than you think with this shit. Because living life right now, having an actual life, I don't even know what you consider a life other than maintenance of yourself, the house, people. Fuck people. No, don't do that. Diseases get spread and never ends well. But the house, taking care of that thing is a chore itself. Especially when you get home, you leave the house at 6 and you get home at 6. That means you have to shower, which, you know, I don't take a 5-minute shower. I take like maybe a 10, 15-minute shower. I don't know. I never time it. You get out. You have to cook dinner. That takes, depending on what you're cooking, 45 minutes to an hour maybe. Not even. I cook a steak, so it takes like a half hour. All I eat is like meat. So it takes like a half hour for me. But prepping it, getting it out, taking it out, salt, pepper, so probably 45 minutes. You're at almost 8 o'clock already, 8:30. Now you gotta sit down and eat it. Now you're all, like, just say, we'll be generous and say it's 8 o'clock. Now you gotta eat it. That's 8:30, 8:45, depending on how long you take your time. Now, it's almost 9 o'clock. I'm exhausted, but I still have to clean up the house. Where's there time to make a video? Oh, that's right, at 10:30-ish, when I'm tired as shit. Everything's clean, though, so let's make it a video at 10:30. It don't end well, because my brain's not working, and I can't be fun, I can't be myself, and then I want to have a drink during the podcast, because it's fun. You know, social drinking with you guys. That's fun. So when that happens, it's already 11:30 at night, 11 o'clock at night, and I'm like, well, maybe I don't need a drink, and I'll sit down and talk. Well, I sit down and talk, and I'm tired as shit. You can tell that I'm tired as shit. I've deleted a few videos because I recorded at like 2 o'clock in the morning because I needed it done. And it was just a waste of time. I got done at 3, and I had to get up at 6. It was terrible. It's awful. So that's why you've seen videos kind of coming out randomly, because I just haven't had time to, and I need to take it seriously. I need to take it more seriously. I need to take all of this entertainment shit more seriously, or I'm going to lose it. Not mentally, but I'm just going to lose the opportunity to. Because, you know, you have to be consistent, because for me, watching YouTube, I love the people that are consistent, because you're either not really expecting, but you know that a video is coming out this day or the next day or every 2 days or every Sunday, You know what I'm saying? So, and I put quite a bit of work in my episodes, and so does my editor. So, but we don't put as much as they do, because I'm sure like Sidemen and all of them have fucking 4 editors, and they just keep recording and sending them to the editors. They probably record 4 videos and send all 4 of them to separate editors, edit them all, and now they got 4 videos. In that time they were editing, they probably recorded 4 more videos, got them back, and sent them. It's a chain. And I need to be better with the content, right? But back to the culture and writing. It is, I'm going to repeat myself, tough. For the live streamers and shit like that, I don't know how you can talk I'm doing it right now, but talk all day and have people come in and out. I guess it's easier in that sense too. Like I'm saying, you can bounce off of people because you can read their comments and say something back in a rebuttal or something like that. Who knows? I never actually watched, like, Noah J. He just plays a game and I fucking watch it. Or like back in the day when H2O Delirious did his shit, I just watched the gameplay. I didn't have time to play the game, but I had time to watch that because it got edited down. Instead of, me playing 25 hours a game, I watched 18 hours. In my brain, I was like, oh yeah, I'll just watch the game instead of playing it. So I lost out on like Spider-Man games and shit like that, but I wasn't worried about it. Now I want to have more time because I made an investment in this shit. And I don't even use half of it to its full potential anymore. Which is so sad. My PC and everything is set up over there, but my phone camera is just so much better than that 1080p webcam that I bought by Logitech. But it's a nice camera. I don't get it. It says it's like one of the best cameras that they have, and I don't know if I just have something turned off or something turned. I don't know. Not a very good tech whiz when it comes to that kind of shit. But when it comes to your phone, yeah, sign me up. But I think there's a bunch of shit that I've been doing wrong. I probably should dive deep into it, but like I said, I'm on vacation this week and just no time. And then Christmas time, I don't know if I'm coming back down to help with Asheville because that's where my girlfriend's sister is located and everything around them is demolished. In Asheville, North Carolina, when that hurricane hit, it's terrible. So we were going to go down there and help them build their house in Tennessee because it's like almost done. It just needs to be dried in, decking, siding, and sheetrock, which I guess it's not really all done, but because I just said dried in, but it's dried in. It's got a metal roof. You guys don't care, but anyways, we're just gonna go down there and finish it for them. Sounds great. But that's my Christmas gone, and I don't have any videos built up. And I haven't been promoting or doing anything like that, but I need to start. I need to start getting better at all this shit. Motivational message of the week. Get your shit together. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding, but I totally understand, not being able to have time for things that you enjoy. But you need to find time for it no matter what. I know you have kids or, whatever you have going on in life, even if it's, I don't know. I'm just saying with anything in life, just find time for it. You're going to be like, oh yeah, well you sit down in front of a camera. That's all you do. Yeah, I know, but it's what I enjoy to do. And I have to find time to do it. I love being in front of my camera. I just got to find time to do it. Because in my normal life, Jesus Christ. On the construction site, that's a lot of construction site words. In construction had a fucking aneurysm again. Jesus. Anyways, on the construction site, almost fucked up it again. I guess I could record because I see some people on Facebook that record, but they also do a lot of shit wrong. Like a lot of shit. There's this one kid though that's pretty funny. Always has his shirt off for some reason though, unless it's cold as shit out. But I've had my shirt off one time. No, 2 times in the summertime. Hot as shit out. We're on a roof, but I had my pouch on. So it's like what it does is it goes over your shoulders like this, and then has an X in the back, and then comes down and hooks again to my belt, and then it's got the pouches. First day, didn't really get burnt, but you could tell I got a little tan. Couldn't see my pouch lines, so I was like, fuck it, I'll do it again the next day. Put it all on, did everything, got burnt to a crisp, and I had a fucking pouch line like this, and then an X in my back all the way down. Last time I did that, dumbass. I go off on a lot of tangents. That's why I probably should really have talking points. But I think my voice kind of sucks sometimes. Unless I'm doing like little skits. And then my voice can get higher. Not necessarily a voice crack, but my voice can get higher. You guys saw it definitely in the game. Oh god, that shit pisses me off, dude. It's so bad. It's such a bad game, but it's so good. After the new season came out, so many people just joined up and ugh. Ever since I graduated, right? I don't know if anybody else feels the same way. Graduated, I did what everybody said to do. Go to college. Maybe get a job during college. If not, get a job after college. And I did all that. You know, try to be a student, try to be a fucking kid. That wasn't working out. I hated every minute of school and doing all that shit. It felt just like a waste of time. Like I could be doing something better. Instead of writing and homework and shit like that, I could be doing something way better. So for the first year and a half of college, I kind of was on coast mode. You know that part in Click where he's just like, I'm just going to fast forward. Like, that's kind of how it feels. I got out of high school, did my year and a half, and then all of a sudden we're here. Like, what? Because I had a few jobs. I was one of those people that was on the system. I had unemployment because nobody would hire me because I've only ever worked at a furniture store, a sales place for like a couple weeks because I fucking hated that too. Loved talking to people. It was easy to talk to people. Everybody said that they loved me and then fucking walked out the door because they didn't like the price or anything that I was doing. So hated that. Then worked at Kinney's for a while there and I got broker. Broker? Is that what I want to say? Let's just say I didn't make any money there. I actually was in the negatives the entire time I was working there. But I couldn't leave the job because that's what was paying all my bills. But at the same time, I had to eat lunch. Had to put gas in my car to get there. Had to pay for my car insurance. Had to pay for all this other shit. I won't get into that, but I was not making as much as I thought I was going to. And what's crazy is I was making $15 an hour about. And I had a junk car. I had a 2004 Chevy Monte Carlo. It was supercharged though. I mean, 3.8 liter. Dale Earnhardt edition for you nerds out there. It's not like I had a car payment. I just had insurance payment, which was like $170, and that was just if I smashed into somebody. It was nothing else. Just if I smashed into somebody, I could pay them to fuck off. Not even if I rolled it myself. So, and $15 an hour, shit, that was almost 5 years ago now. Was it? No. It was during COVID, actually, so it was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago now. 3 years ago, I would say. And I was losing money. And then I found the construction job. And I was making $15 at Kinney's, so I said, fuck it, yeah, I'll quit my job for $18 an hour. And the job got 10 times harder. I broke even. I had like $50 every week extra, which was crazy to me. But then he goes, I'll pay you cash. I was like, yeah, I'll take cash. Woo-wee. Cash was insane. Cash was like $23 an hour, but $18 an hour. That's how much I was getting taxed and everything like that in 2022, maybe 2021-ish. So now that I'm on the rise and I'm making more money and I'm making enough money to survive and shit like that and pay for my extra credit, extracurricular activities. Sorry, I got a lot going through my mind right now. I have like 4 voices going on back here. I think that's why I can't remember anything. Not because I'm talking all the time, because I already forgot what I was talking about. Since I make more money now and I work more hours, I can actually afford to sit down and do this instead of working my ass off 24/7. But I'm working my ass off 22/7 now. So I have 2 hours extra to do this kind of stuff. But this was kind of a nonsense Thanksgiving video. I don't have anything going on for Thanksgiving other than meeting up with my girlfriend's family, right? I'll quit boring you guys. That's why we went to Nashville first. Because, to wind down a little bit. They're great people, all of them are. But I just know that everybody's going to make it hectic and crazy, and I'm going to make it fun, though. Hopefully you guys will see more videos of me. I'm going to do this shit. I'm going to make sure of it. Because you got Christmas coming up now. So that means I can't really spend any more money on myself for technology and a new microphone. Love this thing. This thing's nice, but I think I want either like for gaming, I think I want a boom mic. And then for this, I think this comes off. Oh, it does. I think what I'll do is I'll buy a handle for this and talk in it like this from now on. Maybe not. Or maybe I could like buy something that's going to hook to it. I don't know. It hasn't been a bad mic, but it feels like... Sorry, this is going to be loud. Oh no. Guys, I broke it. There it goes. I don't know. It's just, first mic. It was $100. I bought it for, I don't know, $30 cheaper, maybe $70. I don't know. Another thing too, I'm gonna have to get more comfortable chairs. These things are not comfortable to be able to sit here for a couple hours and talk to you guys. These are nice to fall asleep to, I think, sometimes, because I'm talking about sense, but at the same time, I'm talking nonsense. Okay. I learned too because I watch them back, especially after they get edited. Because I think she's doing a great job with editing. I love it. And another thing too is I don't have to spend time doing it myself. I love editing. I enjoyed it, but when I was making these kind of videos that were fucking hour long, and then with the video game playing hours upon hours upon hours, I was like, oh my god, I can't rewatch all this, edit it, and play at the same time, or edit it and talk to you guys at the same time. So this is helping me out tenfold. Okay, so now the next thing is to work out. That's what I gotta do. Girl, look at that body. I used to be I was going to be an influencer for a while there. I was going to be one of them. I used to have a nice little 8-pack. Not 8-pack, 6-pack. Wish I had an 8-pack. It almost came in, but then I started drinking beer. Then it really didn't come in. Used to be fucking ripped. Those were the good old days. Hope you guys were able to sit down and have a beer with me. Or have a whiskey or a tequila shot or high nooner or whiskey and... I don't know what I was going to say. A Manhattan. Old fashioned is what I was going to say. A bourbon old fashioned. My favorite right now for if you want to do a shot. It's called the beer shot. I think it's called. It's either called Liquor 43 or Liqueur 43. Or 43 Liqueur. But it's got a big 4-3 on it. And you pour that into a little shot glass, but leave like a little tiny bit on the head. Just a little bit on the head. And then get heavy cream. And go like this. Bloop. And then it'll fill up the top. And then all of a sudden it'll just create a foamy top. So it'll look like a little beer and a little shot glass with a little foam on top. Take a sip of that. You actually don't take... people sip on it. But I take a full gulp and oh my god, it's so good. You don't even know it. It's so good. Hey, you guys know the rules. Come on now. Say it with me. Love you. Bye.